right, so we're not going anywhere. We're hanging out right here with you. Good morning, Mike.
You know what? It doesn't, even if the crowds are big, it's still fun to get away.
It's exciting, right?
You know, you just got to plan for it, I guess.
Unless you have the little kids, and then it's really
not fun. That's a challenge, you're right. Speaking of challenges, good morning, Melanie. We are watching the markets start the day on Bay Street, a 2-year low for the TSX, and the U.S. markets sold off again Wednesday. We're hoping for a little bit of stability this morning, but they seem to be somewhat aggravated by the U.S. Federal Reserve after the central bank in the States raised interest rates for a fourth time this year Wednesday and did not signal to the market, as many had hoped, that it would be slowing things down in 2019, maybe taking into account the signs of struggles for certain economies globally and the U.S.-China trade relations. So we've got stock futures steady so far this morning. Another big beer and big cannabis deal to be talking about this morning with Anheuser-Busch InBev and its Labatt's brewing operations in London, Ontario, set to team up with Tilray of BC, and they're going to do research on cannabis-infused beers and beverages for whenever that part of the market is legalized. Both companies putting in $50 million to this research plan, but just the prospects of this sending Tilray stock way up in pre-market trade this morning, up by 15%. Price for oil, meantime, way down again this morning, losing 3 1/3% as we come toward the end of the year. We are looking at a still oversupplied market, worries about the global economy, a dampening demand for oil going into 2019. It was kind of interesting to see the price of the pumps come down a penny overnight. The forecast, though, going into Friday is that price of the pumps here in the GTA could be going back up by a penny, even though the price is currently on the move down for the benchmark crude futures contract. And Roger, this morning, as we start the day, we're looking at shares of Facebook as well, as they fell yesterday by 7%. Facebook traded at $133 a share at the close. The peak was $217. Just a couple of, not that long ago, actually, for Facebook. But this year has been a bit of a struggle, and they were denying that New York Times story that was making the rounds yesterday about selling customer data to other companies for advertising purposes. But investors took the stock sharply to the downside.
All right, falling flat on their face.
Yes,
Thank you very
indeed.
much.
You're welcome.
Cheers, Mike.